Hola, estamos en Guadalajara y estamos haciendo una entrevista con Fai. Hi Fai, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Um, Tell us, where are you from?
I'm from England, London specifically, but England, yeah.
Nice. Tell us something that we don't know about your country.
Something that. So I have three. Okay, I have three interesting facts. So one interesting fact or something that people don't really know is that wherever you are in England, you are no further than 115 kilometers from the ocean.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's not that interesting, but it's like a fact. Another interesting fact is that we have more chickens than people in England. Yes. We have huge farmland, so there's a lot of farm animals. But yeah, there are more chickens than people in England, so.
Okay. And why did you decide to come to Mexico?
So I've been traveling for a while anyway. I've been traveling for about 5 years, and before this I was in Costa Rica for 1 year during the pandemic. And Costa Rica in itself is like a jungle, very remote, and then on top of that the pandemic was even more. It felt very restrictive, you know, like I was just in my house the whole time, and I wasn't really going out, and I wasn't doing anything, and I was living in the middle of the jungle, and I was craving home actually. Like I was craving London, and I was craving city life, and honestly like Mexico just popped up on the map for me, and I was like like let me consider Mexico. And it's funny because like before I never would have considered to come Mexico. It was never my plan, but the way everything happened, the way the pandemic played out, I ended up in Mexico, and I'm super grateful and so happy that I'm here. It was literally one of the best decisions that I've made in like the last 2-3 years for sure.
Oh, nice. And what do you like most about Mexico?
What do I like most about Mexico? Do you know what? That's really hard to answer because Mexico is so huge. For me, it feels like a continent in itself, you know? Like there's all the different cities, all the different cultures, so many different kinds of food, so many different dialects, like in Spanish, you know? So it's so hard to say what I love the most or what I like the most, but I would say the people. Yeah, I like the vibe of Mexican people, specifically in Guadalajara. Like,
How are they?
everyone's so creative, and everyone has like a vibe. Like, everyone is chill, everyone is like super laid back, and very intelligent as well. Like, you know, they have like very like wild interests. You know, you would meet someone just, you know, in the street, just whatever, you bump into them, and they're like a music composer, or you know, you meet someone else and they're, I don't know, just very wildly interesting people. So yeah.
How long have you been living here?
I've been in Mexico for 6, 7, 8 months now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 8 months. So the time has flown by. I don't know what I've been doing the last 8 months, but it's been 8 months. Yeah.
And is there something that you don't really like about Mexico?
Every time I say this, especially to Mexican people, they kind of hate me. And honestly, it would be the food.
The food?
Yeah, the food.
Why?
The thing is, I like Mexican food is tasty, don't get me wrong. I love tasty food. But for me, it's not the kind of food that you can eat every day. It's not the kind of, like, for me, it would be a treat. I would have it like once a week, or maybe once every 2 weeks, because it's so salty, it's so fatty, there's a lot of bread, just like, there's a lot of, yeah, it's just, every time I eat Mexican food, I feel good eating it, and then afterwards I'm like, I just feel like I need lighter food, you know. But honestly, it's just the food. The depth of the food is just like a testament to like how deep the culture is. It's very reflective of Mexican lifestyle and sentiment and everything, and I fully respect it. Like, don't get me wrong, like I do like Mexican food and the food culture, but for me it's the one thing right now that I don't particularly like participate in while being here in Mexico, you know. I'm sorry.
What comes to mind when you hear Mexico?
You know, it's funny. If you asked me this question before I arrived in Mexico, I would have said tequila, tacos, and sombrero. Like, that's it. Like, that's probably the main things that people think about when you hear Mexico. But now that I'm actually here in Mexico, it's so different. It would be like what do I say? The mariachi bands.
Yeah.
Something like street culture. Like there's a lot of stuff happening outside. So like tacos, for example, you know, when you have a taco stand, people don't just go and like order a taco and then go. It's like everyone crowds around and everyone is eating and sharing an experience there. So wherever you are in Mexico, if you're walking in the street, there's always like a group of people just, you know, out in the street having fun, eating tacos, doing all that kind of stuff. And that for me is very emblematic of Mexican culture, you know, and the way, you know, Mexicans communicate. So that's very big for me here. And what else? You know what, tequila. Yeah. Tequila is still very prominent in my mind when I hear Mexico. Because Mexicans drink a lot of tequila, so.
Okay. Do you have any advice for anyone who wants to come to Mexico?
Yes. So my one advice for anyone wanting to come to Mexico would be to come with an open heart and an open mind, because Mexico is nothing like you probably think it is from wherever you are in the world, and be prepared to have your socks blown off. Also, line your stomach, prepare to drink a lot of tequila. That's it.
I want to thank you for doing this interview with us.
Thank you for having me. It was really fun.